Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I am your host. I'm trying to get the wording right. I am your host, the stroke survivor, Sekou writes. And I'm doing that. I'm doing that from now on. I'm introducing myself as the stroke survivor. So get used to it. Get used to it. All right. And so that's that. And shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and the opportunity to grow, to grow, to grow. And what else do I want to talk about? My book, my most recent book. It's not my not my only book. I've people I excuse me. I've been caught up with this before. See, I'm slowing down now. I've been caught up with this before. And yes, I have multiple books. I have multiple books. But the reason I keep speaking about this book is because it is the most crucial to me right now. It is the most crucial to me right now. So this is the book. Oh, let me get it right there. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. I've got 10 commandments, organized, short, simple, to help you get past your current pain and help me get past my current pain. All right, so just know it's there for you. It's there for you. Okay, now what else did I want to say? There was something else I wanted to say. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I got the stroke survivor bit from someone who I did an event with recently. I did an event with. That makes it sound all sexy. Someone who's had a stroke and was telling me about his thing, his his yeah, well, basically his experiences. And so I am starting off with stroke survivor, so to let people know what they can expect. Okay, so we're going to get that going. All right, so I got a lot to talk about today because y'all saw Rev Mel yesterday. You saw Rev Mel, and you saw her talk about not wanting to be on the air, not wanting to do the show, not wanting to do all the things that are associated with, and her tuning in to my show to get some upliftment. And here I am talking about right, and then her 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 thing shifted, her her vibe shifted, her vibe shifted, and it was shifted by talking to a friend of hers, right? And talking to him and getting him fired up, getting him fired up. That was what led to her turning herself around, her turning herself around. And I thought the same thing. I thought, and that's because literally, that's what was going on with me. What happened to me yesterday? The reason why I was so down into dumps during my TV show was because I was just on the phone like 5 minutes, 4 minutes before showtime, and she told me that, well, I don't know if she wants me to tell. I don't know if she wants me to tell, but anyway, what she wanted to come out this week wasn't going to come out until next year, and I was like, what? And I was like, in the midst of saying something positive about that, but then I was out of time. I was, focused on the show. And while I was focused on the show, I was thinking about her. I was thinking about her, but I wasn't focused on the show. Now, what Rev Mel did is she involved it into the show. She was bled it in. So that's what I'm going to do a day late. I'm going to do it a day late. So this is strictly for Fee King, but there can be some applications for you too. Okay, so Fee King, Fee King. Let me tell you a story from my life about trying to make sure that the thing got to finish by the time I wanted to be finished, but not the right time. But not the right time. Not the right time. So I went and I Googled the biggest PR firm there was, the biggest PR firm there was, and I hired them. I hired them. Now let you in on the fact that the most expensive, no, the most um, prestigious PR firm is also the most expensive, right? But we're talking about a lot of money. We're talking about a lot of money, right? And so I was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna spend this money. Now, what I was doing was I was buying PR for my first book. My first book coming out the gate, about to blow this thing out the water. I'm about to do it, right? And everyone was telling me, don't spend so much money. Space your money out. Don't spend so much money, Sekou, because this is my money now. This is not my money, not my parents' money. This was my money. And they were like, nah, space it out, shut it out. And I was like, no, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And so I could have bought a car for what I spent. Sorry, Nelson. For what I spent for my my book tour, right? And don't you know? Like, let me just recap. Let's just recap. I have hired the biggest PR firm in the country. I've paid them for everything they got, because I want my first book to win, right? And I've ignored everyone who told me that they didn't want me to spend my money. They wanted me to parcel down. I've ignored all of them. I put all my money up front, right? Don't you know? The day after, the day after I I started with them, signed the papers, everything, gave them a check, everything. The day after that was September 11th. September 11th. And I was like, what? What? Now, the people at the PR agency were like, well, nothing we can do. I was like, what do you mean can't there's nothing you can do? Like, you can't give me my money back, but you gotta do something. And they found some tiny little thing. And I was like, I was crushed. I was crushed because I spent all that money. With all the money. I didn't take people's advice to stock and save and parcel it out. I did not know then what I know now about investing, what I could have done then and shake the money out. Man, I could have done a lot of different things. But yeah, I wanted to get it out by a certain date. And I spent a lot of money to get it out on a certain date. But it wasn't the right date. It wasn't the right date. If I had saved it, if I'd saved along the and just sat still and just sat still, something would have occurred to me. Something would have occurred to me about when it was supposed to be published. When it was supposed to be published, it would have come to me, and I would have linked it, and I would have done it. It would have done so much better. I would have done so much better because there was no, I mean, there was no PR to be had because no one had ever experienced that before, right? What happened on September 11th. So, I mean, but there wasn't any saving grace where I could like put a pin the the PR report and pick it up later. It was like it was then or never. So yeah. So I just want to say to Fee that even though you felt like you had it right, even though you felt like you had it right, and you trying your hardest to get it to go, that doesn't mean that was when it's supposed to go. You need to wait and get still and listen. Listen instead of trying to do. Listen instead of trying to do. Just listen, 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 and you'll find your way. You'll find your way. And that's what I have to tell you, because that was the key, the key for me. The key for me. All right. So I hope you got that, Fee. I hope you got that. And that's what I was thinking about yesterday. That's why I got caught up yesterday. So yeah. All right. I hope that got through. All right. So let's talk about. Oh, so yeah. So yesterday I started talking about all these different things that 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 are interesting to me, but I didn't get all of them in. So let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get this one in. If I can get this one in. So I announced that the the Joe Necro Foundation got me in, and I mentioned them before, but I am going to post it. I am going to post it, and therefore it'll be easier for you to find, because Joe Necro, I don't know how to spell his name, and so wait for me to publish it, and I'll share it with you. So that's one thing. But also, let me see if I can find it very quick. I can't believe I didn't know what to, I didn't that I didn't. Wait a minute. I can't believe that I didn't tell you all about this. This happened because of B King, because B King has been getting up and going to the Signature Theater to work, and I've been going with her, much to my chagrin, right? I've been going with her, and she's busy. She's busy. I'm like, what can I work on? And I thought, well, what if I finally, finally put a a store? No, not a store. Put put something in my store on Udemy. Udemy. It's spelled the a Y EMI. It's supposed to be a play on um a play on legendary. No, not legendary. It's supposed to be a play on uh I can't recall it, but it's supposed to be um yeah, I can't recall. But anyway, Udemy is this thing that I've been on for years, and found it recently. And I was like, oh wow, this is a thing that I'm on. And I was like, oh, okay. And then maybe I should do something. And I was like, well, maybe I could find something. So anyway, I was working with this while Fee King was working with it, and I don't see it now. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it. Do I have it? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. All right, so share this tab, and I want to pull this up, share the screen. And look at this. Look at this. I have done it. I have created how to save your emergency fund under the tab at Udemy. So that means even there's a bunch of people that use Udemy. Udemy, something like that. But a bunch of people use it to find things to look at. I was like, oh, I need to figure out how to save my emergency fund. So I may have to tweak the language to be a little more universal. But here it is. I mean, I am greatly satisfied because I've done it. It was not easy. It was not easy. But I kept trying, and so here we go. And I think it'll play. Will it go? No, it won't go. Okay, so anyway, so this is a cool thing though that I've got made up. So this is what this means. What this means is I've got a way of putting my stuff out there. I've got a ways for other people to find what it is I do and buy it and get something out of it and then get something more out of it. And so that's fantastic. And now I've had this before, but now I'm really focused on it. So I got this one in, and next I'm going to do the $1 stock, um, investing $1 in the stock market. I'll do that one next. And yeah, I'll just keep on going. I just keep on going. So I'm excited about that. So that was fun. Let me see. Now let me close that. Let me close that. Yeah, so that was really cool. That was really cool. So those two things, and then my hoodie, Roxbury Action Program. I got cat hair everywhere. Cat hair everywhere. You hear that, Nelson? Cat hair everywhere. All right, so Roxbury Action Program is my father's nonprofit, and you know how sometimes you don't look at what's directly in front of you, right? I'm looking for all these nonprofits to work with, and I'm like, ta-da! There's my father's nonprofit right there. And I was like, oh yeah, right. I need to do something with Roxbury Action Program. So I'm going to do something with them coming right up, coming right up. In terms of working together, in terms of doing some things together, and in terms of doing make it do what it do, make it do what it do. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I went to a board meeting yesterday, and I was scared. I was scared because I've been doing things that have to do with my health via Zoom. I've been consulting with people, I've been taking meetings, but I have not gone back to regular people meetings. And so I had to get out the way first. I said, first of all, let me explain to y'all what is happening with me. And so I did that first, and then that immediately engendered some support. And I'm very glad I did that. I'm very glad I did that. So that made me feel less concerned about being there. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Okay, and let's see what else did I want to talk about. 'Cause there were so many things. There were so many things. I don't know, but I want to. I don't want to. Oh yes. Speaking of hoodies, my hoodies, the hero hoodies, the hero hoodies. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I was looking for a picture. I was looking for a picture. Right now, all you've seen is what I've seen in the intro to this show, the hero hoodies, right? Little camera play, right? And so we've gotten used to that. But I was looking for this picture, and so I searched for hero, and I saw so much stuff come up, and I was like, it was like my my what's it called when you can't remember, or when you can't remember something. So all that started getting beat through because all these things via my hero hoodies, all these people. I was like, that person took a picture, that person take a picture, this person take a picture, and just it grew and grew and grew and grew. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I've got to get back on my hero hoodies because there are people out there that are waiting, and I built it into such a wonderful thing. It'd be a shame for it to go. So and be looking for that too. Looking for that too. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it. I feel like there was something more. Oh, oh, Mom, I might be coming to Nashville. Um, Demetrius has reached out to me to talk about going to doing a speaking engagement. So I'll keep you up to speed on that. And also, I'm also speaking to a school that's here in Manhattan about speaking to them, their school. So things are picking up. Things are picking up. And I already told you I got my first client, and then Reverend Mel gave me very good advice to disclaim in the email, like this is just for I'm not a person. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. So yes, that's great. And yeah, so all these wonderful things are happening. All these wonderful things are happening. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, also, I want to tell you this, that you've got to stick with a leader. So if you want to figure out money, and I assume you do because you're here watching the show. If you want to figure out your money, you have to listen. You have to choose one person. This is my way. This is my way. Choose one person and listen to them every day, every day, every day. Now I've chosen Richard Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I am imbibing little snippets daily. Like right now, I'm using a what is this? Rich Dad Poor Dad, Rich Dad Poor Dad, but it's key takeaways, summary, and analysis included. So it's not Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's not Richard Kiyosaki. It's someone or Robert Kiyosaki. Sorry, Robert Kiyosaki. It's someone reading the book and then shortening things down to small takeaways. So I'd advise you to do that regardless of who you are. Regardless of who you are. Choose one person and listen to them every day. So I've been listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad every day when I go jogging. And so I tell you, I've been listening to this guy every day. When I say every day, like every day. And I just heard something today that just jumped out at me. Just today. I was like, wait a minute. And I rewound and I was like, oh, okay. I think I see where he's going with this. And so you never know when it's going to break through. It's going to break through. Uh, It's going to break through. But you've got to remember that you've got so much stuff built up about how to deal with money that you don't know how to do with money. Like Rich Dad Poor Dad, it took him it took him until he was in his 30s. I think I want to say 40s. And he had a teacher, his Rich Dad Poor Dad. His Rich Dad started with him when he was in like when he was 9 years old. Can you imagine? And he was working with him constantly. It took him until he was 40 to really get it going, And we're just like, take a little bit here, a little bit there. Like we've got to really imbibe ourselves. Imbibe ourselves. We've got to really immerse ourselves. Right? We've got to immerse ourselves. So what I've been doing, as I said, I've been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad every morning when I go jogging. And just today, something else came through. Something else came through. I heard something else. So remember that. Remember that. Okay. All right. So that's it. Let me check my comments and see what we got. If we got anything we need to respond to. Am I relaunching Hero Hoodie program? I have to figure it out. Well, yes, I am reiterating. I am restarting the hero program. I just have to figure out how to do that because I need help. I need help because of all the themes, the website, the supplier, all those things I need help with. But so if you're interested in helping me, let me know. But yeah, I am, I'm doing the the hoodies. I'm getting hero hoodies off the ground again. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, there you go. Relaunch, yes, yes, yes. Then I should note tomorrow's show. Yeah, tomorrow's show is fiance files. Fiance's files. It's been getting great. Been getting great traction from you guys. So keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, and seeing what we got to talk about. Yeah, fiance files with me and P King, my fiance. Yep, my speaking gig in Nashville. Yep, yep, yep. It's worked so hard this year season. And it's funny that I didn't wasn't thinking about it that way, but then when I started thinking about it together, I started listing things together. I was like, hey, 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 hey. These things are working together. So I share. I share. Let's see. You sound excited. I was excited about the the board the board meeting. Yeah, because I was like, but it turned out really well. Turned out really well. Let's see what's Linda saying. When I listen to my heart as well as my brain, I make the best decisions. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Yeah, so you must have been talking about early when I was talking to Fee. So hopefully, Fee, if you missed the beginning of the show, go back and rewatch the beginning of the show because I spoke to you. I spoke to you. I dedicated my show to you. All right. All right, folks. And yeah, I will see you all mañana. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing fiance files from different places. So she'll be on from Baltimore and I'll be on from New York. And yeah, we get our fiance files on tomorrow. All right? All right. And remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. I say it a few times because I need to sink in for me and for you too. I share.